Okay, so I'm going to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the beta, for your benefit so you can see what it's like. Obviously, you won't be able to fully appreciate the game like I will because you're just watching it, but hopefully you can gain some insight with me playing it. So, thank you to Mike, who's letting me use his account. I haven't done anything bad with your account, Mike, don't worry. I've already changed all of the options, so there's no need to go through any of those. I will just show you where things are: game settings, mouse, video, audio, etc. It's very clear, it's very concise, it's really easy to understand, there's no fidgeting going on, it's really good. Without further ado, let's find a match. Mike told me the only map available is Dust, understandably, the brainchild of the Counter-Strike franchise. The loading screen, as you can see, is an overview of the map, where things are, where the spawns are. I suppose it gives you something to look at while it's loading, which doesn't take very long at all. Okay, so this screen you can choose which side you want to be, counter-terrorists or terrorists. I'm going to go terrorists because last time I didn't have much luck with the counter-terrorists. Okay, so right, I think there are people talking. Okay, I'm going to mute if I can. Audio settings, enable voice, disabled. There we go. No silly noobs talking to us. Resume game. And I got killed by a bot while I was changing my settings. That's really ethical. Thank you. Anyway, as you can see, you wouldn't believe it's Counter-Strike, looking at everything really, looking at the surroundings, looking at the detail, looking at the graphics, looking at everything. It looks more like Tom Clancy. That's the first game that came to mind, the Tom Clancy Vegas 2 game, whatever it's called. That sort of feel to it, which is really unusual. Like I said, it doesn't feel like Counter-Strike, which is really good, I suppose. I'm being shot at by some retard. Right, got my first kill. Mike told me that he believed the rifles didn't have much accuracy to them. Well, not much accuracy, but much bullet damage. A bit of both, I think. But from what I can tell so far, it's actually not bad. So as you can see, it's the usual Counter-Strike diffuse experience, running around, trying to locate the bomb sites, getting to them and planting the bomb, while facing adversity in the form of counter-terrorists. The difference is, though, it's actually fun to play. I didn't find diffuse in Source much fun at all. There might have been because of the downfalls of Source, of which there are many, chiefly one being the headshot problem. Everyone knows about the headshot problem. You shoot someone in the foot in Source, it lands in the head. That's magic for you. And I think that put me off playing Diffuse, because every time you try to plant the bomb or try to get to a bomb site, you'd be instantly killed by any bullet in any direction. But with this, it's a lot more realistic. This guy's got a real problem. It's really one of those cocky retards who thinks he owns everybody, I think. Never mind, we'll persevere. So far, this is a really enjoyable game to play. I haven't found many problems with it. This is just the beta, but I still haven't found that many problems with it. Other than bots killing me, that's obviously a problem. I need to rectify that. He's just camping away there, as you do. As you can see, top of the screen, you've got the amount of time left in the round, the score. It's currently 10 to the terrorists, 9 to the counter-terrorists, and who is still alive, which is quite useful. So there's 2 counter-terrorists against 2 terrorists. This is a score screen, by the way. Really concise. It's not very graphically appealing. There's not like lots of good colours or graphics involved, but it still tells you what you need to know, and in a really clear way, which is what matters. Okay, so I'm going to try and use a grenade this round. As you can see, I've got my grenade drawn. Will you fuck off, you annoying little prick? So, grenade. Here goes. Didn't get anyone with my grenade, never mind. I'm going to camp here, because that's how we roll. And the mistake I made was drawing the knife. Okay, so I can talk to you about the skins now, what the characters are wearing, and they're not that much different from games like Battlefield, and I have to be honest, the first game that came to mind when I saw, for example, the counter-terrorist outfit, as you're seeing now, was Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Vegas 2, whatever it is. The outfits are very similar to those that you find in that game, and I always thought they were really good, so no complaints here. Whereas on the other end of the scale, you've got the terrorist skins. They're very different, I have to say. They look like street thugs who have been dressed in a headscarf thing, the thing you see on his head, and sunglasses. So basically, they're idiots running around with scarves on their heads and killing people with bombs. But, you know, in terms of the graphics and the detail, it looks really good. You can see the creases, if you know what the word creases means, foreigners, in his t-shirts or his jumper. You can see them, which gives the outline of the skin, which is really good. A lot of detail. Okay, next round, I'm just going to go for the auto-buy option this time. What does that give me? It gives me the rifle. It just gives me the rifle. I want a grenade as well, thank you very much. Okay, I've got 2 kills and 3 deaths so far. Let's try and raise that kill-death ratio above 1. Throw a grenade, no kills. So the gameplay is a lot like it was in Defuse in Source. It's pretty much just waiting for the right opportunity. I'm going to sneak around this corner for a change, because I died before. Okay, I probably shouldn't stand still, but that brings me to another problem I've found. It might just be mouse sensitivity, but I don't think so. So far I'm having to stand still as I shoot long range just to get the accuracy right. That's a bit of a downfall, a bit of a letdown to me, but still, I'm sure it's something they'll work on. Stop knifing me, you retard. Knife you back. Stop shooting. Get a lot of idiots in the beta. Don't know why. Yay, I got me a kill. Another thing that I've noticed, which has some similarities to Source, is if you remember in Source, when you jump, like so. Oh, I'm being shot at by someone. When you jump, it takes a while to get moving again. Stop fucking shooting me. Is that an enemy? Don't think so. Yeah, in this game, when you jump, it takes a lot longer to get moving again, to get the momentum going again. I think that was the end of the game. So yeah, let's find another game to play, just to give you... Actually, I think it's going to restart. Yes, it will, okay. This time we'll go for counter-terrorists, just to get some variation. I have 2,000 to spend. I'm going to buy UMP and a nade. As you'd expect from a beta, there's very limited selection of weapons. The only SMG you get is the UMP, and I'm told by Mike it's crap, frankly, so let's see if he's right. That wasn't too bad, but then I didn't get much resistance from him. Yeah, I can see what he means. bullet damage is a bit poor, to be honest. Hopefully they'll make improvements when they release the final version. So this guy's going to plant the bomb. I haven't had a chance to plant the bomb yet, but I'm assuming it's the same process. It should be just as easy as it was in Source. Crouch down and plant. Right, I'm going to reluctantly buy the UMP again. At the start, as you would expect, you get given a pistol. It looks like the 5.7 from Source, but it could be wrong. I'm going to go this way for a change. Yep, that's my round ended. Okay, I'm with 3 bots. Great. Wouldn't choose 3 bots if I could, but I'm stuck with them. I'll play a few more rounds and then I'll stop. I think you've got a pretty good idea. It's basically Counter-Strike, I want to say Counter-Strike Source because that's the most up-to-date one, but it's basically Counter-Strike Source that's been brought to 2012. Counter-Strike Source was released in 2004 and it still looks very much like a 2004 game. So this basically brings the Counter-Strike franchise into the modern era, and as I said before, you wouldn't think it was Counter-Strike if you looked at it, which is really good. Okay, so I'll play one more round and then I will stop. And for the last round I can only afford the UMP, but for experimental purposes I'm going to buy the Deagle. So this is the Deagle. It looks a bit shorter in this game than it did in Source. Doesn't really matter, looks are not everything. Okay, I'm going to hang back this time, assuming... Nope, he will not cover me. I was going to say assuming he covers me, but he's not going to, because he's a bot and he's a retard. Throw a grenade, get a grenade kill, got a grenade kill. Damn, did not get a grenade kill. Yep, that's a bot. Okay, I'm going to stop there with the demonstration. I hope it's been useful to you. Yep, bye bye.